AI in your guns, good idea or bad? I think I already know the answer to this. You pull the trigger and nothing happens. Not because the safety's on. No, not because it jammed, but because your gun said no. Yeah, welcome to the future. AI in your gun. It sounds like a Black Mirror episode, but this isn't fiction anymore. Tech is getting smarter, and your guns, they're next. I'm telling you, they're next. So today we're diving deep. Could a smart gun stop bad guys better, or stop you when you need it most? Let's get into it. Now, before we hand your Glock a brain, let's remember where it came from. Oh, those simple beginnings. Now, guns began as glorified metal tubes. Fire lances in China, 9th century. They were wild, they were slow, they were completely inaccurate, and terrifying. Then came matchlocks, flintlocks, percussion caps, revolvers, automatics. Each leap simplifying the interface between man and force. The mission has always been the same. Reliability, simplicity, and repeatability. Now that's the irony. Guns became so iconic because they were dumb and dependable. It evened the playing field for everybody. What do they call it? The great equalizer? So what happens when we make them smart? So you've heard this buzzword, but what actually is AI and why are we trusting it with guns? Now, before we put AI in everyone's carry, let's break down what AI actually is. No tech jargon, just a simple explanation of AI. AI stands for artificial intelligence. Now, we know this, obviously. Now, it sounds intense, but just means a machine that can learn from information and make decisions kind of like a brain made of software. But it doesn't think like a human. It doesn't feel. It's not creative. It looks at a tons of examples and tries to guess what's most likely to happen. Now, imagine showing someone who's never seen a dog before, a kid, never seen a dog before. You show them 100 photos of dogs. Eventually, they learn to recognize a dog whenever they see one. So that's what AI does. It's trained on tons and tons of data to spot patterns and make decisions based on these patterns. Now, some types of AI include machine learning. A lot of people know this one. This means the AI gets better at its job the more information it's fed. For example, it learns what a threat looks like by analyzing millions of situations. Another AI is neural networks. Now, these are digital systems designed to mimic how a human brain connects thoughts. They allow AI to make better guesses and understand complex inputs like image, voice, or movement. Now, some examples you already know and deal with on a daily basis is like Siri, there's Alexa one, and the other one is ChatGPT. Also, another one's self-driving cars. Years ago, I remember a BMW that would almost flip and it would autocorrect, or it drives backwards, or it knows where people are. Those are all the new ones. So now imagine giving that level of decision-making power to a gun. So if you've ever watched Terminator and thought, that'll never happen, well, buckle up. I'm telling you, Hollyweird has been warning us for years. Terminator, Skynet gains control, apocalypse ensues. Judge Dredd, his gun only recognizes him, try to steal it, boom, self-defense. RoboCop, smart targeting. The whole character arc is man v machine. Minority Report, or that one Will Smith movie, Emancipation, Metal Gear Solid, Halo, Destiny, DNA lock, guns, vehicles that talk to you, smart scopes, HUDs. It just keeps going and going and going. Pop culture has been preheating this conversation for decades. And now we're catching up. Hey, you're still watching. Congrats. You've passed the attention span test. Like, subscribe. Now do it before AI flags this video as extremely based. Because the algorithm's watching and so is my toaster. But I'm doing this whole thing with the sidearm just because it's so comfortable. Go check it out in our links below. So now let's get really weird. Here's what AI could actually do if we put it inside your sidearm. I guess this is when things actually get not weird, but real. Smart guns already exist. Not AI, but RFID. Biometrics, fingerprint safeties, things like that. Now let's take that and crank it to an 11. Possible AI features would include, target lock confirmation. The gun uses computer vision to verify your sights are aligned before allowing the trigger to release the firing pin, so you don't miss. Examples of this would be like a camera autofocus. Like if you're off target or in the background includes a bystander, someone else, it won't let you fire. It won't let the firing pin hit. Motion detection. Built-in sensors monitor heart rate, breathing, and grip pressure if your adrenaline spikes or you're showing signs of rage. It could delay or disable the shot. So good examples of this would prevent shootings in moments of complete anger. Another one, facial recognition. The weapon scans and compares faces in the frame against a known database. Now, example of this, it would recognize the intruder as a bad guy. but also knows your spouse and kids, so it won't fire if one of them are in view. Voice activated safety would be another good one. Now say specific phrases like safe mode or stand down or, things like that to enable or disable the gun. Examples of this would be like in Judge Dredd, you use Siri, except Siri in life or death consequences. Another interesting one, now this would probably be for cannons and stuff like that, smart recoil management. The AI makes micro adjustments using built-in gyros and stabilizers to compensate for shake or movement. Examples of this would be like, think digital recoil control, improving accuracy in high-stress environments, or let's say a cannon on a boat and there's waves and it's doing all kinds of calculation. Another cool one would be training modes. The gun simulates firing without live ammo and tracks aim, stance, hand grips, and movement. An example of this would be similar to the laser training systems that are out there right now. Perfect for dry fire drills, but this time with AI feedback letting you know what you've actually done wrong, why you're doing it wrong. It's like turning your Glock into a Tesla. But of course, every upgrade comes with a trade-off. Here's where AI hits and where it might bite. So let's start with the pros. Less chance of wrongful shootings. AI can detect if a person is armed or posing as a threat. I mean, you aim it at someone, but AI flags it as it's a teenager with a phone. It knows immediately, not a threat. Doesn't let you fire. Locked guns equal safer homes. If a thief steals your gun, it won't work. The gun scans your face or fingerprint and only you can fire it. It can't be used if it's stolen. AI checks ownership and location. The gun disables itself if it's taken outside or a geofenced area or handled by an unauthorized user. More accountability. All shots are logged, decisions recorded, and good examples of this would be could be used in court to prove intent or show a justified defensive use. No one can say anything against you on that one. So I said it before, great for training, safety, military use. AI tracks performance, provides real-time feedback, and I guess a great example of this would be soldiers or civilians could get coaching through built-in speakers or an app that's synced up to your phone, and things like that would be actually pretty cool. So the cons. It needs power. Low battery equals no pew-pew. If your battery dies, your gun's a paperweight. I mean, just imagine you grab your carry pistol and it's out of juice. Not good. Glitches, latency, lag. I mean, bad idea for a gunfight. AI might freeze or delay during a life or death moment. I mean, if a terrible example of this would be it thinks too long before approving a shot. Hackable? Is it hackable? Could someone override your gun? Malware in your firmware means someone else is disabling your gun remotely. Could be politically misused. Software limits shooting in restricted zones, for example. You cross a state line or enter a school zone and your gun deactivates. You don't even know you're in a school zone. You're one street away. Who's really in control? You or the smart gun? Now, that moment when you hesitate, not because of your morality, but because the AI hasn't given you the green light, yeah, you're not in control. Now, imagine needing to reboot during a home invasion. That's not self-defense. That's a loading screen. So, would you carry one? Or is this where you draw the line? I mean, I guess I'll pose this question to the viewers here. Would you trust your life to a gun that decides for you? What if it saves a life you didn't mean to take? Or what if it costs a life you needed to defend? Here's a challenge for you. Comment yes AI or hell no AI below. Let's see where this community really stands. Is it the future of responsible carry or the beginning of full control? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you've made it this far, you're either a deep thinker or you're a robot trying to figure out what the hell we're doing. Either way, smash the subscribe button before the next patch update takes your trigger privileges away. This is Relax Fit. Stay ready, stay comfortable, and don't let your gun start talking back to you. You hear that?